As an outspoken atheist blogger, I am often asked why I criticize Christians so heavily, and what is the harm of someone else's belief? Why not just let people believe what they believe in peace? So, since you don't know, I decided to share the deeds of religion that never get talked about in church, and certainly not around the dinner table. The following story is disturbing, but it is also true. What is the harm that a belief system has? Exhibit A. A Missouri couple, Mary S. Mast and James A. Mast, face multiple charges after the death of their 4-year-old daughter. They allegedly allowed their neighbors, Ethan Mast, of no relation, and Courtney Allman, to beat her with a belt before dunking her into an icy pond in order to rid her of supposed demons. The neighbors have been charged with second-degree murder and more. The Benton County Sheriff's Office said the 4-year-old girl was found dead at the family home on December 20th. Benton County Sheriff Eric Knox said she had been severely beaten and dunked into an icy pond as part of what appeared to be a, quote, religious-type episode. A probable cause statement from Sergeant Chris Wilson said the girl was already dead and had, quote, severe purple bruising over her body along with ruptured blisters. Knox said the girl's parents also had been beaten along with the 2-year-old child. An infant son of the couple was apparently unharmed. Both had been placed in protective custody, Knox said. Wilson asked Mast how he could let people do this to his family, and he stated that they were told that his wife had a demon inside her and her children would end up just like her if it was not taken care of, Wilson wrote in the probable cause statement. It's not clear then if the parents were complicit in the girl's death or victims themselves. It could be both. The couples attended the same church, which is not named by authorities. While the authorities say this is an isolated incident, this is hardly the first time a child has died as a result of deluded religious thinking or a deranged belief that demons must be eradicated. There's no evidence of mental illness in play here. The question now, as it always is what the local church leaders plan to do in response if they're truly disturbed by what happened. Will pastors have the courage and good sense to tell their congregations that demons are merely metaphorical and figments of their imagination? Or will they go on spreading the lie that Satan and his minions are real? If they firmly believe in literal demons and say this much from the pulpit, they shouldn't be surprised if some people take them seriously, then take matters into their own hands, if they genuinely believe others are possessed. Regardless of how this ends legally, a little girl died in December of 2020 because people close to her believed in religious superstitions, then acted upon them. Did anyone close to these families ever have the heart to tell them that their churches were lying to them? If there's any silver lining here, it's that the Mast's 2-year-old son and newborn have been placed in temporary foster care. They're safe for now. They deserve to be with parents who won't put their lives in jeopardy. The Masts have also been denied permission to attend their daughter's funeral. This is just one of the recent incidents of tragedy caused by religious belief. But incidents like this one happen all the time, all over the world. Thanks for watching on QualityKush.com. If you want to learn more about free thinking, hit the subscribe button below. You can help spread the awareness of trauma caused by religion by liking and sharing this video. See you next time on QualityKush.com.
2 arrests have been made after the Benton County Sheriff's Office responded to an incident that left a child dead and her mother and another child injured. ABC 17's Connor Hirsch went to Benton County today to follow up on the story.
Just before 1 a.m. this morning, the Benton County Sheriff's Office said they responded to a violent incident that left one child dead and their mother and another child here at the hospital. Benton County Sheriff's deputies went out to a residence in rural Cole Camp this morning after receiving a call about a deceased child. According to a press release, her father told deputies his daughter had been beaten, submerged in a pond, and then left to freeze on the bank before being taken back into the home. The sheriff says her mother, 28-year-old Mary Mast, and another child were taken to Bothwell Regional Hospital after being, quote, beaten to a severe extent. I did speak to someone here at the Benton County Sheriff's Office in Warsaw who said they couldn't release any more information at this time. After investigating, deputies arrested 35-year-old Ethan Mast and 21-year-old Courtney Allman, and both are potentially facing multiple felony charges. But this is an ongoing investigation, and the sheriff said more arrests may be made. I checked in with someone here at Bothwell Regional Health around 5 p.m. who told me at that time they did not have a patient by the name of Mary Mast. Reporting in Sedalia, Connor Hirsch, ABC 17 News.
As this is a developing story, we will bring you any updates we learn about this on air and online.
Law enforcement works off of facts, and the facts that we have are that a little girl died at the hands of Ethan and Courtney, and mom and dad stood by and and watched it happen, as well as mom actually participated in some of it, which is, she's charged appropriately according to Missouri state statutes.
Court documents say the 4-year-old girl died after being beaten and forced into a pond. The parents telling deputies God was speaking through Courtney Amon. The mother, Mary Mass, says Courtney and Ethan told her they wouldn't do this to a little girl. They would only do this to a demon because she was just like her. And this has been a huge God thing they've convinced us of. Court documents say the beatings by Courtney and Ethan had gone on for 2 or 3 weeks, and Courtney knew the code to enter their home. Sheriff Knox says Mary Mast has also been charged with domestic assault, her husband telling deputies she was forced to beat their 2-year-old daughter while Courtney took a video of it, claiming they told them they would use the video to pin the violence on Mary. The Benton County Sheriff's Office shared in a Facebook post these actions are not condoned by the family's church. And so far, the investigation indicates this is not the actions of a cult.
Fortunately, this family fell through the cracks because they're not school age. And I don't know if they were taking the kids to church or taking them out, but nobody would allow that to go on if they were to see the wounds on these children. Again, when I talk to church elders and other people throughout the community, they all are just as outraged as the rest of the community, and they also want justice.